back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, as you can see from the title, it's gonna be my beauty favorites of 2015. I've seen everybody doing like all their favorites, like all their favorite foundations, favorite concealers, but I decided to do it a little bit different, and I'm gonna do one item per category, meaning one foundation, one concealer, one primer, whatever, being that one my favorite. So if you want to learn what my favorite products of 2015, then just keep on watching. Starting with primer, my favorite primer of 2015 has to be hands down the Benefit Porefessional. I love this primer because it minimizes my pores and it leaves a clean canvas for when I apply my foundation. It doesn't sink into my pores where you can see them. I have pretty large pores in this area especially, and when I use this primer, even if I mix it or if I use it by itself, I notice that my foundation looks way better. Yeah. This is my favorite primer of 2015. Following up with foundation, I have to say that I've noticed I need to try more foundations. Whenever I find something I like, it's hard for me to just give up on it and try something new. So for this year, I definitely need to branch out and try new things that I know. But for my favorite foundation, it has to be the L'Oreal Pro Matte Infallible foundation. I'm in the color 108 Caramel Beige. Okay. The reason why I love this foundation so much is because it wears so beautiful throughout the day. It doesn't oxidize, at least it doesn't do it on me, meaning it doesn't change color throughout the day. It stays put no matter where you are. I took this foundation to DR. DR is the Dominican Republic. You know how hot and humid it is. This foundation didn't even budge. It was there through the heat, through the humidity. It was amazing. I love, well, it's amazing. It says that it's medium coverage. I don't think so. I think it's pretty full coverage, and if you could build it up pretty easily. It doesn't cake up. It never has on me, at least. I used it throughout the summer, and now I'm using it throughout the winter. In the summer, I'm pretty oily in my T-zone, but in the winter, then I get dry. And this foundation doesn't cling onto dry patches. My nose area gets pretty dry, and I have never had a problem with this foundation. So definitely my favorite, and still so far it's my favorite. Now moving on to concealer. So I'm somebody who likes to mix things. I don't know, I mix my primers, I mix my foundations, I mix concealers. That's just what I like to do. I don't know why, but I do it. So I mix and match concealers just to get the color and the consistency I like. I don't know, I'm weird like that. But if I only have to choose one, as like right now I only can choose one, that'll be the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. Why I have two? Well, I use two colors. This is in the color Sand and this is in the color Deep. I mix them together to get the color that I like. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's like, and I say this in every video, but I can never find the shade that goes in between. Like, I cannot find the shade that goes here at the drugstore. So I decided one day, you know what? I bought this first and it was just too yellow. So I decided to take a darker color, which was Deep, and mix them together and see what happens. I loved it. This concealer is pretty easy to blend. The consistency is amazing. consistency is key. So if you haven't tried it, you've been living literally under a rock. This is so inexpensive. It's pretty amazing to be a drugstore concealer. I love it. Go try it out if you haven't. Now, to set my foundation, as I said, I am oily throughout the summer, but in the winter I get pretty dry. So I need a powder that mattifies my face in the summer, but also doesn't cling and makes me look cakey throughout the winter, because I'm the Sahara Desert in the winter. I went to MAC one time and I asked the girl, look, I need a powder, but I'm very dry right now. It was in the summer. No, it was in the winter. Last winter, actually. I'm pretty dry and I don't know what to do. Like, I like to set my foundation because throughout the time when I'm wearing makeup, my face gets oily. But I don't like the powder that I'm using. What do you recommend? The mineralized skin finish. I'm in the color medium golden. Yes, medium golden. It looks like this. The powder is pretty, it's so soft and finely milled. It's amazing. It doesn't cling onto my dark, what? It doesn't cling onto my dry patches, and it mattifies my face and it doesn't make me look cakey. So if you're dry, I mean, I'm not dry, so I'm not an expert in this subject at all. Pretty much combination. So this has worked for my skin in the winter. I don't know if maybe it's because I have a little bit of oil coming throughout the day when I wear makeup. I don't know if maybe that's the reason. I don't know. But this one works for me pretty well. Now, I'm gonna kill two birds with one stone. For setting my concealer and to contour and bronze up my face, I use the Anastasia contour kit. The minute I got this, I fell in love. I really, really, really like this palette because it's so convenient. It's convenient to travel. Why? Because I can just pop it out, put it in my C palette, and you're good to go. Well, not a C palette. I don't have a C palette. I have this little, let me show you, I have it right here. It's this little travel thing. It's magnetic. So this is where I have all my Makeup Geek shadows. So I just pop it out, put it here, and I'm good to go. It's also convenient in the way where that's my husband. It's convenient in the way where if I run out of a shade, I can just go to the Anastasia website and buy it individually and not have to worry about buying the whole thing when I'm only using four powders out of the 6 that I have. It was very good for the price. I mean, the quality is amazing. If you haven't tried it, you definitely should. And if you don't feel like you should spend the 40 bucks, then just try it individually, because you could buy them on her website, I think, only individual shades. Now, moving on to blush. This is the palette that I have been using for the whole year of 2015. I feel like this is the only palette you need if you are somebody who's starting to do makeup and you don't know where to start. This is a good palette to do that. I recommend this 110%. Maybe I should mention the name before I even get into the palette itself. So this is the BH Cosmetics blush palette. It's the 10 color palette. It's called the Porefessional blush. The colors are amazing. You can mix and match them to create the perfect color for you or the color that you are looking for, but you have pretty much every color you would need. You have peaches, you have oranges, you have like fuchsia. So if you are a beginner like myself and you don't know where to start with blushes, this palette is the way to go. I really like it, and give it a try. So for my eyebrows, which are so important, I decided to give a try to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color soft brown. I like to take a little bit of product out, just a little bit, enough to put on my onto the skin, and trace out the brow, fill it in on the back, on my tail, and trace it around, and pretty much fill in a little bit here and there, whatever I have a space. Give this a try. I know it's $21 for an eyebrow product, but I love this pen so freaking much. And also, I need to mention this one because this is holy grail for me. This is the Brow Stylist Plumper Brow Gel Mascara from L'Oreal. I love the applicator. It's so tiny, It's so tiny, and it holds on to your hairs and place them in whatever direction you want it to go. I love it. Give it a try. So I have pretty oily eyelids, and when I do my eyeshadow, if I don't use a primer, my eyeshadow is all gonna move, and it's gonna crease on my crease, and it's not gonna look cute. So for that, I definitely need an eyeshadow base. If I'm going for an eyeshadow base, I need something with color because I have a little bit of redness in my brow bone. So I like to cover those. And also for the color to show a lot better. So I use the NYX eyeshadow base. This is in the skin color kind of one, but it's a very good base for the shadows. I put this, and then I like to set it with any shadow. It doesn't really matter which one. It's pretty good. Give it a try. Okay, so moving on with eyeshadow. I can truly say right now that I am obsessed, and that I cannot live without this palette. And this is the Anastasia Shadow Couture palette, or the World Traveler. Yes, Shadow Couture World Traveler palette. First of all, I really like the packaging, how slick it is, and it's gold and black. But I mean, packaging is always a killer. But the shadows are to die for. I like the variety of colors, but most of all, I like how many looks you could do with this shadow set. I like that it has a matte black eyeshadow. It's so important to have a black shadow in a palette because you could deepen up the crease, you could smoke it out in the lower lash line. Like, you always need a black, in my opinion. And also it has a very deep dark chocolate brown. You also get a blue, you get a purple with a pinkish kind of iridescent. You get this beautiful shadow that you could put all over the lid, pack it on, and you're good to go. This one, and you don't need anything else. I love soft peach to set my eyeshadow base, and chic, it's beautiful. It's like a silvery kind of color. Available, I do not know, I have no clue if it's still available, but you need it. Like, you should go get it right now. So, in my opinion, one of the most important parts of your makeup is highlighter. Highlighter is key, my friend. You need highlighter in your life, and if you do not have one, then I recommend that you be on the lookout for this one. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed Powder in the color Champagne Pop. Miley, do not eat my brushes. Champagne Pop. This color my friends, we just got the news. I mean, I heard it on her Snapchat. This is the collaboration that Jaclyn Hill, I mean, if you do not know this, you've been living under a rock and you need to get out of there ASAP. This is the collaboration that Jaclyn Hill made with Becca Cosmetics, and they just released that it's gonna be a permanent shade from their collection. Gold, but it's peachy and it's beautiful, and I love to pack this one on so much. Highlight on fleek. About lipsticks, and I was gonna cheat, to be honest with you. I was gonna say, you know what, lipsticks, there's a lot of categories for lipsticks. I was gonna pick one of each, but I decided no. Let me choose between all the lipsticks that I have, which brand, I went by brand, which brand I love the most. Meaning formula, colors, which one I reach out the most. ColourPop is the one to go. I love ColourPop liquid lipsticks so much. I have 6 shades from their collection. I have Bieber, LAX, Clueless, Avenue, Mars, and Tool. Tool definitely having, oh no, I have 7. I have Bumble as well. Tool and Bumble are like head to head. I love mixing them two together, Tool and Bumble, but Tool is definitely number 1. I love this shade so much. I like the formula. Now, I must admit, I bought 3 shades in the beginning because I wanted to try them out. The first 3 I got is Tool, Avenue, and Donut. I do not have Donut here, and there's a reason for it. Unfortunately, Donut did not work for me. It was too drying. My lips were literally falling. Like, it was crusty and disgusting. It was horrible. I couldn't. But I must admit, I never had a problem with this with this 7 shades that I have here, except for Bumble that I cannot find. I hope I did not lose it. So ColourPop liquid lipsticks, they're $6. They have so many different shades. It's a win-win situation. Okay, so now the last product, this is it. This is the last product I have to share. This is the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. This is in the oil control. I don't know if there's another one, but this is it says oil control. It's oil-free, paraben-free, temperature control. It has temperature control technology. I really like this. I feel like my makeup lasts a long time with this one. I bought the travel size one because I really was iffy about it. I didn't know. I saw it where Sephora gets you. When you're about to pay, there's all these little things that get me all the time because they're little. Sephora and I have a problem because of that. I love little things and they're always by the register. Why? This one was by the register, of course. I saw it and I was like, you know what? I need a setting spray. Let me try it out. I don't think it was that expensive. I do not recall the price. But yeah, I really like it. Once I run out of it, I'll definitely get a new one, the big size. Okay, so those are my favorite beauty products of 2015. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. Sharing is caring, don't forget that. I know I've been MIA, no videos for at least a week or 2, I believe. I know. But I promise that's one of my New Year's resolution. I want to make 1 video per week. That's my goal, at least. I do work. I have a regular 9-to-5 job. I'm a wife, a mother of a little puppy, and that takes a lot of my time. If I do a video, I have to edit in my lunch break, or I edit once I get home and I make dinner or whatever. So please bear with me. I really do try, and I'm gonna try my best to at least have one video per week. I have a few videos coming up. I want to share how I do my curls. I have a lot of videos. I have a lot of ideas, and I hope you guys like it. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. I'm gonna stop talking so much. I hope you like it, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.